Hey guys, Richard James here again, bringing you another video. And if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, you want to learn about cloud mining sites, crypto investments, and lots of other crypto related stuff, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell so you're alerted to all my videos as they come online. So what have we got for you today in this video? So we're going to be doing an update on Contract Miner. Where are we? Recently I did a video featuring Contract Miner, and I was showing you that basically using the offer wall, I'd used the video option to build up over 3,000 CMCs, and you know what that kind of money you could use that for, i.e. investing in new miners. But at the time I was required, or I thought I was required, to get up to level 10 to then get the next biggest miner. Well, basically Peter, who is one of my subscribers, big thank you to him, he reminded me that if you go into rather than go into the shop, if you go into the market, you can actually purchase the larger miners. Yes, they're at a slightly inflated rate than if you went through the process of building up levels and then just buying them from the shop, but it means that you didn't have to wait till you get to the higher levels. You can just go ahead, buy them bigger miners, and then get the benefit from that extra mining power. So basically what I did was, because before what I was doing, because you in this game you basically own a property. That property is, i.e. your home. The lowest one, or we heard the sound of coins there. That is something we're going to be looking at in just a second. That's something new I'm bringing to you. So a little bit of a teaser there. But anyway, in Contract Miner, you have a property. So essentially the lowest one is your parents' house. And you can have anything up to 5 miners in your parents' house, or you can go into here and then go to the agency overview, and you can look at the other properties that are available to you. So there should be a property here which is an apartment, which I've actually purchased, because basically Contract Miner have changed something. You used to be able to have 5 miners, and then once you got to a higher level, you could then put a couple of those miners, or one miner, on into the into the sell market, and that even though you owned it and you were waiting to sell it, it gave you a space back in here. But now they've changed it that basically even if you put your miners up for sale, it still classes you as having 5 miners until you've sold it. So I was like, right, well, I want to up my mining power, and 27 CMCI didn't sound too bad for a apartment. It's quite a nice apartment. I've got, it's, you know, a 2-bed, nice kitchen, hot tub, all those kind of things, and it's, you know, it's at a reasonable price. Unfortunately, all the things I've just told you, it's totally virtual. So it's anyway. But so basically what I did was I went into the market, and I purchased an S4. But what I also did was, rather than selling any of mine, because my apartment can house up to 8 miners now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang on to my miners. There's my S4. Forget about that. There's my S4 along with my Antminer A2s. So they're my A2s are worth 250, and that is worth 800. So that takes me to over a terahash. That's 1050 gigahash, and then obviously you build up extra mining power using the paid contracts, miner tap, your timed hourly pot, and then you've got your loot boxes. Unfortunately, the offer wall is not back at the moment, so what I'm doing is I'm just basically using the ones I've just mentioned to get my power up for the meantime. And then once the offer wall comes back up, which I did put a message on the board asking if it was coming back. People have confirmed it is coming back soon, but then I'll be I'm hoping those videos will be there again, and we can just absolutely basically just watch them all, bang that up, and then hopefully we'll get another S4 or something equally as good. If you are interested in using this, basically all I did was I came in here, I did a search for an S4. Obviously there's nothing there now because I bought it, but you can come on here and you can see what is available, and you can see how much that is worth. So obviously you can click on these things, I'm hoping, or you can go in the shop and look up each one, and so you can figure out, you know, how much hashing power you're getting for your money and things like that. Is it worth the investment? But the great thing with that is that with things like the paid contracts, your miner tap, your timed hourly pot, your loot boxes, they only last for a certain length of time. Each one usually lasts for a different length of time, and then you've got to go back in and sort of click on a few buttons and then get it rolling again. Any miners that you have, keep going. They just keep going, but oh, that coin thing again. The auto miner is basically where you use your mining power. So I think, unfortunately, I don't think mine has come to an end yet, because the cool thing as well is, if you remember in the first video I showed you, you get down the left hand side when this is done, you get a list of contracts or auto miners that you are available. They go from 2 hours to 24 hours in 2 hour increments, but basically you have to sort of boost either move up in level or boost your hashing power to be eligible for those higher contracts. Because I bought my S4, putting me into like over a terahash, that actually qualified me for basically the 6 hour auto miner. So the cool thing is I can just let that run for 6 hours. I can do a few bits here and there, and then, you know, what I normally do is I try to time it that just before I go to bed, I get that 6 hour contract rolling again, and then that's it. It's just running through the night. So you paid contracts. Obviously, for any of you guys that are watching this for the first time, I will put a video in the bottom of the description that gives you a more thorough review on Contract Miner. Go and check that out, and then you'll get an idea how the program works, what you need to do, and then obviously if it's something that you're interested in, the link will be there in the description as well. And then see how you find it, see how you get on. It does take a little bit of time, but obviously once you've built yourself up and you've got some miners running, but it becomes a lot easier. You do have to, if you decide to buy a bigger property, you do have to have money in your CMCI, right? Which you don't often actually earn CMCI, but what you can do is you go in here, you go to the King Bank, you click that, and then what you do is you go to exchange, and then you can exchange CMC for CMCI. The minimum to do is 75 CMC, and that will obviously, there is a fee, so you'll get a little bit less. You'll get something like 60 CMCI. Obviously my apartment only costs me 27 CMCI, so what I do is I'm just basically throwing everything in there and then using, and then obviously once I've got that to something like about 200-300 CMCI, then I'll just leave it to build up in there until I need it, because you do use your CMCs for purchasing things like power units and stuff like that when you're running your auto contracts. So obviously your paid contracts, this is pretty much the process you do for everything. So your paid contract has matured, so you'd come in here, you see this, you click that. I always click open a new tab. When you get to a certain point, I just close the original tab, and then that just leaves you. So all you got to do is just answer that, and then you go next step, and then you scroll down here, and it's literally a countdown. When I get to this countdown, I just close the original window, and then because once you've got there, that's pretty much the end of the process. So you're not going to worry about anything really happening or going wrong, and then just go to complete. And that process is exactly the same for everything, for your auto miner, for your miner tap, for your hourly. And then all I do with the paid contracts, I'll come in here and I'll pick up my largest contract. Once I get to level 13, I will be eligible for the basically contract 5, and then that will be the contract I'll be taking. I'm currently at level 10, and then you just click create contract, and then you'll just get a flash of green saying you're successful. There you go, success, your paid contract has begun. And you'll see that obviously your CMCs have, because I was on 60, it's now up to 76. But you see, if I go paid contracts again, you'll see that drop slightly, because obviously you have to pay a certain amount, but you make your profit. You do make profit on it. So obviously when everything is done and dusted, I made 7.5 CMC profit. Because obviously you have to pay a certain amount for the contract, but you do make more than you're paying out, so it does make it worth it. And that's pretty much it. Like I said in the last quick video we did of this, I like the fact that these guys are doing their housekeeping. You know, as things are improving for them, obviously it's gaining in popularity and stuff like that. They do seem to be tweaking their website just so it sort of looks nicer. Like I said, that they've removed a few things, but they've then, you know, made a couple of things slightly better. Like, I mean, I actually, when you went into My Miners before, there's a lot of information on here that you didn't get before. So, you know, and things like that. It's a lot easier to sort of navigate, you know, and also you've got your timed hashes in there. So things from your paid contracts, from your miner tap, your hourly, it's all here, so you can see exactly what you've got and when it will expire, and then also it shows you what has expired already. So like I say, I just think that you know, even the King Bank, when I first brought this to you, the King Bank, the exchange didn't work. It had been disabled they said for I can't remember what reason, but now that's working again and stuff like that. So, you know, I think this is a great little program, and it's one of them things, if you have got the time, you know, it's obviously going to build a lot faster the more time you put into it, but at the same time, you know, you can just come in here whenever you want and just sort of build up slowly, get yourself a couple of miners, and then obviously and just build from that point. So I'm going to leave that there, and we're now going to move on to another. It's basically another program similar to this. So we've got Satoshi Labs, which is again something that you build up, but you can turn your laptop off and it will just run. Contract miners, it's the same thing. Build it up, turn off your laptop, and then and you don't have to look at it until the next day, really. And then we've got RollerCoin. So this is RollerCoin. I like, this is just, again, it's a bit of fun, but it does pay. I have done a bit of research on this, and they are actually saying in a lot of places it's being classed as a Ponzi, but not because of the way, like, you have to invest. You don't have to invest in this. You can invest in it, but you don't have to. You can just basically all you do is you play games, like things like, similar things to Space Invader, similar things to Arkanoid or Wall Breaker, as you might know it, things like that, and you build up temporary hashing power. That temporary hashing power will earn you money. As you can see, I've not got a lot in there. I actually basically spent about 20 minutes on it the first time I came into it, just to sort of have a look at it. And then I've spent, I think, another 20 minutes or half an hour on it again, just building up some power, so I can show you that there. But it's very easy, but like Contract Miner, they do have a shop. So if you want, you can come in and buy yourself some mining equipment. I have read up on this, and a lot of people are actually saying the best way to do it is just play the games. Obviously, is play the games, get the payout from the short games, which you build up your hashing power very quickly. I mean, like, I've been playing this. I mean, Kryptonoid. So obviously it's very like Arkanoid or Wall Breaker. Like I say, I'm on level 3. And basically you just click on that, and then it's just a game with a mouse. Just if you ever play this, make sure your arrow does not leave this little area, because if you leave, nothing happens. So obviously, and then as soon as you shoot the first ball, your timer will start. Just like Arkanoid, you'll get power-ups, and even shooty things like this. You get guns, which but nothing lasts very long. So, make sure that you're making the most of it while you can. And then, but you'll see how much, I mean, in literally playing the game, I think it was twice, I had over a terahash, because that's how quickly, I mean, obviously, it's a game. So whether it's an equivalent of a terahash in the real world, I don't know. But like I say, it is a bit of fun. I've read a lot of reviews on this. There's people recently saying that they've had withdrawals. But like I say, with these kind of things, don't bother investing. Really don't. If you've got the time to play the games, that's how I would advise you to build up the power. Don't bother investing. Obviously, if you want to, that is entirely up to you. I personally don't. I won't. I will only use the free power, and I mean, like I said, I've just played that. That's 836 gigahash. That is. So I'll click gain power, and I'll just keep doing that. And you can just keep doing that, and it will just add that to your power, obviously. And then every so often you'll hear that money ching ching ching, and there you go. So I was at 7 point whatever. I'm now at 8.3 terahash, and so that is, as it showed you there. that your power will remain for 24 hours. So, but obviously, whatever it earns for you in that 24 hours will remain in your total. So you don't have you're not got to come in here every single day. You can just come in here if you've got a spare afternoon. Go, yeah, I'm going to go and play some games. You know, you've got quite a good selection of fun games here. You know, obviously you can open up or unlock new games. But yeah, so like I say, it's just a bit of fun. But like with the other ones, like with Satoshi Labs and that, they do pay. They do pay. So, you know, for me, if you've got, like I say, if you've got a spare afternoon or something like that, it's worth coming in here, having a bit of a blast, build yourself up a bit of hashing power, let it run for 24 hours, build up some coins, and then obviously at the end of the day, if you want to, you know, you can invest in the mining machines. But I say a couple of the reviews I've read, they are saying the best way and the best return from the website is to use the short games and don't actually invest in the miners, because they're saying that obviously when you purchase a miner, even the lowest miner is 2,348. So obviously before you're making a profit, you've got to earn that back. So that's what you've got to think about. So, and then obviously you've got various different things in here, your wallets, profile, all the usual stuff. You have got an FAQ as well if you scroll down. So any of your questions you might have, they have how it works. Pretty much the instructions on how it works is come in, play games, and earn satoshis. That is about as in-depth as it gets. Obviously, I think it talks a bit about the investing in the miners, but like I say, you know, I just think it's a bit of fun, and it's just something new for you guys to have a look at. And for all, you know, you might actually find this pays better than something like contract miner, or maybe it just works better for you, because with contract miner, you know, until you actually purchase actual mining machines with that, which again, you know, before you're making a profit, you've got to earn that back. So I mean, you could say, well, with contract miner, maybe it's better to just do the offer wall, take your 3,000 satoshis, you know, every time you do an offer wall, and not bother investing in the mining, the actual miners, you know, because like I say, you've got to earn that back before you're making a profit. So it's all, you know, sort of swings and roundabouts, and what you feel works best for you. And like I say, something as simple as this, is, as you saw, another block was just mined. It's just a bit of fun. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that there. It's just something quick and fun I wanted to bring to you guys, because, you know, like I said, if we can earn, you know, a bit of satoshis or whatever playing games, then what's the harm in that? I will be bringing you in my next video an update on how my EOBot strategy is coming. We're going to be looking at cloud crypto coin as well, and hopefully I'll have something else new for you then as well. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, it is a bit of fun. Another quick video. I'm trying to do these quick videos for you, because I know sometimes I do drag on a bit about things. So I'm just trying to do these sort of quick videos for you. But my next video is probably going to be a long one, because I'm going to be bringing in a lot more information to that. So anyway, it's been great having you. If it is your first time visiting my channel, I hope you've enjoyed the video and you've liked what you've seen. And if you want to learn more about where and how to earn cryptocurrency for free, if you want to learn about cloud mining sites and crypto investments, then just make sure that you click on the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're alerted to all my new videos as they come online. So anyway, big massive thank you. Obviously, if you did enjoy it, give my video a like. It really helps my channel, helps me get noticed by YouTube, which then just, you know, it makes things better for me, and then it helps me do more videos for you guys. So take care, have a great rest of your weekend, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.